Hey, what's going on? Mayday Trades here. Getting ready to print this week. I hope everyone had a good Easter weekend. Um, all right, so my typical, weekly watch list, big report, small report. We'll do them both here. So monthly here, it kind of seems as though UPST has lost its steam. The weekly, first time we broke our downtrend from trend break, we dropped as low as 56%. Not saying it happens, right? Just historically, the first time was 56%. The second time, 56% puts us right around 40, right around those all-time lows. Something to definitely think about. Not saying it happens, right? Um, and then these are just some levels here. All right, so we've been playing this name a bunch, but these red levels are those weekly levels I just showed you. Basically, we have a beautiful gap fill all the way down to 64 here on UPST. As you can see, this highlighted area hasn't really broken down. The first time we broke it down, we saw all the way as low as 42, and that was kind of our only real test of the breakdown of this 82.15 level. We tried another time here in early 2022, and we fell to 75. But either way, first drop all the way down to 42, second drop down to 75. 82.15 would be, this ideal level to drop. We broke down on this pennant and kind of never really looked back. Sorry. Alrighty, so let's look into detail here. Sorry, there's a lot of lines. It looks like more than it is. As you can see, we kind of created this 4-hour downtrend last week. I mentioned, we had this doji put in at resistance at trend. From that 88.30 level, we fell all the way down to 82.60. Now, basically under 84.20-ish level, right? 84.30. We have no real PA till that 82.15. Under 82.15, we dropped fast to 75.30. And again, under 75.30, 74 on the bigger time frames. Then we got that 64 bigger time frame, 56, 70, 44, 67. And again, you're in gap fill, really thin PA at those levels. I mean, just for perspective, prior to the drop in early 2022, we have not seen these levels since early 21. Right before a year after IPO here. So really thin PA, right? Just look, no buyers, right? Not really no buyers, but you know what I'm saying? Price action is really thin down there. And then here's that 1 hour, right? You could really just see how thin the PA is under that 84.20 to get you that daily target at 82. And then under that, go test 78.40, 75.30, 74.10, 64, and that's in that gap where we really start to fall. So basically what I do here, I'm not going to play the prior low break. I'm just going to play this 82.15 break, knowing I need to break down 80. I need to break down 78 to achieve that 75, and under 75, UPSD floods fast. Growth has been getting absolutely hammered. If we have structure change, you could play breakout of trend break targeting 88.30. Over that, we move quickly to 91.50. Again, UPSD could get some deal and drive us all the way up to 95, but I'm really leaning short on this name. Bigger time frames really speak volumes here. So first time we dropped a weekly breakdown, we saw 50% drop. Let's see what second time has in store for us. Second name, SQ. I like to call these names my swipers. As you can see here, basically, we climbed all the way up, this unsustainable growth we saw through these the COVID lows. After that, just this unsustainable rip. Again, structure change, right? We broke this base. We never looked back. Now we ripped up. Structure change coming down here. I'll delete my alert so you can see here. But basically, if we're talking boxes here, right? I'm going back over here, right? You got a box here and a box here, right? This little box here. Fast forward, look how it reacts over here, right? something like this, right? So our prior high box, low box will give us entry down to this new box, right? New box over here, what do you know, lines up with the top over here, right? So um, the daily here is just real weak, right? Let me just delete this. Daily looks real weak here. Um, we could get a bounce off this 118 level, rip back to 130, but I don't think that's the case here. SQ is looking super weak. It looked like there was maybe some accumulation here. Never really put in new lows. It kind of based out, moved up. Who knows? Maybe that $50 rip was it, but it could see some accumulation here. But I'm leaning heavy. Basically, this 87 breaks down, right? Where do we see price falling, right? Something like 91, and then something like these tops at 83.60, right? Where do I get that? Well, find the box, right? This is great resistance. I'm saying box top resistance. Look at this box here, support and resistance, right? Mark this high. What do you know? It's the box over here. So breakdown 88. Breakdown 98.40. Where's your next high? Well, look over here. Look right here, 91.70. Under that, where's your next high? Well, use the lows here. High, 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 right? Bounce level here. Boom, market. Now, kind of break into this a little bit. Oh boy, I shouldn't have made those. I'm going to just change these levels here real quick. Sorry, just so I know which ones these bigger time frame colors were. Um, um, mm, mm, that's pretty messy. Something like this. So now hit down to the daily. So these are those daily levels, right? We did break out of this trend here, structure reversal, nice rip, couldn't hold, really fell right back down to this top. Now, what's happening here is SQ's, these swipers are getting killed, first of all, but SQ's putting in this box, right? I'm leaning more towards a drop of 119, and we could see a nice yank, 112.60, 109, under 109 can really flood us back down to that 100 level. These are daily levels here, right? So let's really get into it, kind of give us a better idea. As you can see, play this a good amount here. Remember, those purples are daily. So here's that 4-hour box you could really see. So I would probably go, not probably, over 126.73. I'd look to long this name. Looking for 129.40 over 129.40. We could see 132.50 and then that 134. But I'm really looking to short this name under 119 here. Under 119, we could see, 115.80. We could see 110.35. Under that, we could really flood the 104. 104 should give us that 192 breakdown. As you can see, why I'm favoring the downside here is it's really quick moves being made. So 119 breaks down, right? Let's just find some areas of love. We got 115.56. Under that, I'd love to see 110. As I mentioned earlier, that 110 break should give us like 102, 104. Under 104, as you can see, really need to break down 100 to get that 92, just because we get bought up here pretty good. And this 104 level's a pretty reactive level. That's where we get our good bounces, right? You could identify some sort of I don't really. I like this name for short here. I'm not really looking to long it, but if you did over 126.73, you could see a quick move. 130 over 130 should see 134, but I'm in favor of the short here. Swiper's been getting killed. Bigger time frames here, like I said, it really kind of speaks. I'm not saying 120 breakdown. We see that sub 100, but I think 120 breakdown gives us the green light to really flood it. As you can see, first time 120 breakdown, you get 101.75. Second time you get 99. Third time 99. Fourth time 97.85. fifth time 83, and so forth, right? I'm not going to keep going over, but you can see how reactant this 119 is, right? And once that 119 breaks down, if you get trend break, structure change will really start to fly. And if market goes our way, I mean, this thing could see sub hundreds this week, right? All right. Next name is Unity here. We've been playing this also like a madman. This is a monthly breakdown, right? We see what happens to these names on bigger time frame breakdowns, right? Bigger the time frame, bigger the move, right? We just started this weekly downtrend, right? The first time we broke it down, we saw 73 fast. Weekly gives it a clear image of a nice breakdown. Came back up. Now we're back under, putting in a nice gravestone here. So we've, falling wedge breakout, chopped like a motherfucker like the rest of the market. Now we kind of identified this new trend here. Thin PA above. So I'm still, if you guys remembered from last week, I'll play that prior high candle break, which give us trend breakout. Honestly, targeting gap fill of 100 would be great. But again, this name I'm more looking for the downside here. 88.67 would be my trigger, and really we should see a nice move to 86 fast. As you can see, right, PA is real thin, and basically, I'm going off. Let's see on the daily here. So first time we saw 86, second time 86, third time 76, 80, fourth time 81, fifth time 76, right, and so forth, right? What happens when 88, 66, 67 breaks down, right? That's my key level here. That's the level I'm playing. That is my entry. I will enter 88.67 risking this prior low, right? How I need continuation as a bear is I need this prior low to break down. If prior low breaks down, we move on down to our next level, right? Under 86.57, I want 83.86. Oh, yeah, 83. I'd say 84, matter of fact, 84. Under 84 gives us that 81.50. And I think those are pretty clean levels. U has been moving like an absolute madman here. So we should definitely get those levels again. You could see that 84, 80-ish level here pretty nicely. So, yeah, and then again, here's that trend, 93, 88 resistance, and trend's going to be tough to break. If we do, again, 86.70 comes fast, and you got a clean shot to that 100 after that, honestly. But again, leaning short here, 88.67, 86.57. 84.50, 81.48, and I mean, this is a name to keep on watch. This monthly breakdown, like I said last time, we saw 73. So play this a couple times, do as you please. This name looks weak. This name looks heavy, and as you can see, right, I mean, if 86 breaks down, PA is super thin, so we can really get a clean, fast yank out of this name. Alrighty, guys, that is you. Next one, he's kind of diving into the small port names now here. Rivian. Sorry, this is going on. So Rivian basically has been kind of just boxing out. I mean, we've been playing this name left and right. Bear flag pennant breakdown. Broke down. Didn't quite get a retest, but now we're kind of looking for new lows here. 33.85. The daily, like I said, we're kind of just boxing. Like I want to short this name under that 37.20 threshold. Really targeting, 35.50, 34.80, and then that, like I said, that all-time low, 33.52. Over 42, things can get working for Rivian. We've seen her move. You can see 44 over 44, 46.80, 48, etc. I like this name short. I want to just let this thing drain out, but as you can see, right, it's favoring to the short side. To the upside, we have some resistance. Downside is just absolutely nothing. I'd love shorting Rivian, so that's what we're gonna look to do this week. Sorry, I got alerts here, but yeah, that's what I'm looking for. We could probably beat people here on this one. Entry under 40 would be entry for short. 37.20 giving you continuation, but under 40 you kind of got to fight through 39, 38 level, but under that, 37.20 comes, gives us clearance to go retest all-time high, low, all-time high lows, all-time lows. Disney, they killed this name. This thing's been beat, battered, schlambeazled. Monthly's not too clean, just awful candles here, really filling out. Long term, I want this name back to 120s here, 118. In the meantime, supply and demand here, trend break, everything above, right? If we can clear 129, right? Look at this. We should flood down to at least 120 daily. Just where in we filled this gap, but this name is just really heavy here. So basically, like I mentioned, we'll just play this 128.43 breakdown under that, targeting 122.80, 120, 118. And again, this name, I really want this name back to those 120 levels. This weekly should speak volumes, right? Just look at bulls trying so hard at this level. If they let go, thin PA everywhere. Disney is just kind of getting bad news left and right. You could see that box on the daily. You could play the upside break as well. Gap fill play for the upside. But again, this is short favor here in my opinion. But you can play the upside. 133.70, gap fill 135, move up to 138, over 138, that 139. I don't really like this name long. You got trend, you got everything. No PA to the downside. Let's let this baby rip. ASONG, you know how we play this name. We do it every week. It's amazing. It's great. Set it, forget it, and then just let it rip. My charts aren't loading here. Sorry about this. Okay, ASON, bigger time. There's so many names too here, but ASON, this is a monthly breakdown, right? The first time we broke down, we saw a 31.50. We're going to go retest that level this week, I believe. Weekly time frame, right? Just if you break here, you get here. Why do I say that? Well, first time, right? And then I go over first time breakdown. What do you get? Second time, what do you get, etc. Right? This is a great bounce level, reject level, right? Under 33.50, I'm shorting this name. Just to be safe, we'll play the low of Friday, which was 32.82. Under 32.82, I'm targeting that prior low at 31.34. Under 31.34, we could really start to have fun. 28.50, 26.25. And then, the shorter time frames we go, you could just see this thing just getting battered down, right? Daily here kind of speaks volume, this bounce level, right? So breakdown 32.85, we definitely want to target that 31.45. Under that, 29.62, 26.25, and then we have some fun, right? This name's just been breakdown after breakdown, but you can see there's that 32.85, right? Play this breakdown knowing you need to break 31.53 to continue on down, right? So play the prior break at 32.87. 31.53 gives you continuation. Under 31.53, you get, 29.45, and then gives you that 26.25. Bank of America, we just murder this name. It's a great name. Collins are liquid. The bank's real heavy. Nothing looks good. Monthly time frame, honestly, this thing looks like it wants to sink all the way back down to that 35 level. Weekly, we had a breakdown. Nice bounce, retest, new low. So confirming, right? Really break our prior low here. Gives you 36.60. Under 36.60, we go test that 35.40. Under that, we could go have fun. There's a bunch of gaps to be filled on the downside. Financials in a lot of trouble, as you can see on the 4-hour here. It's a little cleaner, right? If this threshold lets go, where do we go, right? All the way back to early 2021, right? We broke it down, saw 36. Fast forward, broke it down, 36, right? Fast forward here, let's break it down, see 36.65. That will give us clearance to move on down. 36, that daily 35.44 level. And then again, we're starting to enter into daily levels and gap fill levels. So I'm not even looking for a bounce this week. If we do, this thing, sees 38 real fast, over 38, climb to 39.40. But I like the short side of this. Um, there's so many names here we could be watching. I mean, Adobe is another name. This giant is, I look for things that are teetering lifeline. What I mean by that is, where do we get mega bounces or mega death, right? If 414 breaks down, this thing falls to 408. If 408 falls, Adobe crashes, right? One of those real juiced up names from the COVID lows, still have gaps to fill on the way down. Looking really, really heavy again, bigger time frame, speak volumes here. Under 114, 386 can come fast, right? This downtrend has been mean. It's about time we come back down here. I think a lot more selling in this name. You could get in early entries here, risking, we're trading at 420, break Friday's lows. Really, you got to get through 417, 414, 408. 408 gives clearance to really yanker. I'm not even looking for a bounce plan this thing. I'm kind of just going over some bonuses. BNTX is another one. Bigger time frames here, kind of speak volumes. A nice little bear flag here monthly. Structure hasn't changed yet. As you can see, under that 195.25, clear downfall, right? So now we kind of just have 183.34 and 136, right? So if we break this downtrend, BNTX can have a real big fall here. Vaccine is not the play here. Oil, right? I'm not giving targets here. I'm just oil, SLB. This is a big boy monthly breakout here. Levels speak in volumes here, right? If we break our prior high, SLB can run 48 and then run 50 fast, 52 fast. Multi-time frame breakout, structure change. Again, this name over 43.20, 45 fast, 46, 48, 52, 55, right? As you can see. I mean, I could keep on going. There's just so many names I'm watching. Market to me looks really heavy. This week is very important here. A lot of big ERs. Big boy time frame, head and shoulders. Not looking too good all around the board. I could go on and on, right? Netflix has ER this week. Where on, first monthly downtrend, we went 505 all the way down to 344. Imagine we break 344, we could see, 250, 286. Not saying it happens, but one of those unsustainable rippers, right? I've mentioned there's so many names here I'm watching that could really go nuts. But yeah, all right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Affirms another one looks really great. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please comment, ask away. All right. Have a good Easter Sunday. Take it easy, guys.